And welcome to the big snow event. It has begun. It is snowing pretty good. They're talking anywhere from 3 to 8 inches. They don't really know. The temperature has come up from 24 Fahrenheit to about 28. I guess that's the perfect snow temperature for here. A lot of humidity on the coast here. But we'll see how this goes, man. You can already see the outline of snow on the tent. And I posted a couple little short videos earlier in the day. So I'll keep y'all posted, man. We'll go cook up some brats here in a little while. Well, that wind is really picking up. I'm hoping I have this tent cinched down as tight as it needs to be. But, I mean, it is really howling out here, so we'll go outside here and take a look here in a few minutes. Pretty comfortable in here right now. It's climbing up, closing on 55, yeah, about over 50 degrees in here right now, so really good. Little stove's getting it done again, man. Very pleased with this 3W titanium stove from Luxe. Not the biggest stove, but it definitely gets the job done. Cook your meal, keep you warm. We've got our red camp table and our good old trusty Yeti cooler. Doing good in here. The wind has died down just a touch. I can hear like little ice pellets and stuff hitting. But we're doing really nice up in here. Alright, we're, I don't know, maybe half hour into the storm. Not much more than a half inch of snow has fallen. To me, it feels more like a little pellets of ice, but nice and cozy up in that there tent. Here we are by the big main door. We're outside now, just looking around. Got my little solar light in there. I love that thing. It's about 15 years old, but it's does one heck of a job, man. As you can probably tell, there are accidents galore everywhere. I can hear sirens coming from miles in every direction. If you don't have to be out in this mess, these icy roads, then stay home. It's not worth killing yourself, injuring yourself, destroying your equipment. But it's more like ice pellets than it is snow. So I've heard a few cars head down this back road behind me, and they're not showing any signs of going slow or cautious and everything. So I don't know, guys. These ice snow things, probably just best to stay home if you possibly can. And, all right, I got my little camping lights on now, and it is I don't know, a little over 50 degrees in here. It's about 28 degrees outside. Wind has died down a little bit. We got ice pellets falling outside. So I had a couple of questions sent in, and one of them was, if you wanted to use ketchup and mustard or something like that, how would you do it? Well, the Yeti cooler works pretty good, keeping things, refrigerated, cool, whatnot. But I have found the best way to carry ketchup and stuff like that is, when you go to the fast food joints, like Chick-fil-A, and they give you little packs of ketchup, and just, keep the ones that you don't use, and you go out here and on whatever little hiking trips or whatever like that, you pop out your little pack of ketchup, and off you go. Get mayonnaise packs, mustard packs, salt, pepper, Another one was, how do you use the bathroom? Well, I guess it's kind of almost self-explanatory. You could pee in a container. You can go outside and find yourself a tree or a bare spot in the ground. A lot of state facilities, city facilities, whatnot, will have, bathroom facilities where you take a shower or whatnot. But it's just easy to go on outside and do your thing. If you listen real careful, right up against the roof of the tent, you can hear the ice pellets or snow or something hitting. And it's kind of like really weird in here because between the snow, the stove popping and the tent kind of moving around with the wind and everything like that, it's almost like watching an old pirate movie here, and all the like the timbers of the ship moving around and creaking and stuff. Really cool. All right, we are outside, and it might be kind of hard to tell, but it is snowing pretty good. You can see the tent condensation just rolling right off the side of it. Other than that, man, doing good. Such a eerie sound when you hear a big old hunk of snow go sliding down the side of the tent. It is calmed down a little bit in the wind, but every once in a while you get a big old puff. Everything kind of vibrates and shakes a bit, but hanging in there. I think we probably got about an inch on the ground, maybe. They say the worst of it is yet to come. It's about, 6:30 at night right now, and they said the worst of it's supposed to be between 8 and midnight, so we'll see how we hold up and what really happens. This is such a rare event for coastal Virginia, but I don't believe they really know what's going on. All right, checking in with everybody. It's been about another hour. Giving some thought to unfolding the sleeping bag and everything, and maybe laying down a little bit. But it's just a bit too cold to stay asleep all night long, so we're going to have to set a timer. So I'm going to keep this fire going a little bit. And got our carbon detector and everything. Plenty of ventilation going on. There was a question sent in a little while ago, and it said, how would I evaluate the Luxe tents? I tell you what, I've had this Luxe Twin Peak now for a year, and given where I live at in coastal Virginia, 6 miles from the ocean, and we don't get winter weather all that often. We get some cold stuff, but it doesn't last very long. Having said all that, I give this a passing grade. I mean, I've never had a problem with their equipment. They've always been real timely in sending their stuff, and I really wouldn't hesitate to, doing business with them. Certainly wouldn't. And if I had to buy another tent from them, what would it be? I think probably the Megahorn or something like that, teepee style. But when we run this Luxe Twin Peak until it just falls apart. All right, first alarm has gone off. I set it for 1 hour and 15 minutes. It's a bit after 7 p.m. now, and it's still snowing, sleeting, something. You can hear it hitting the side of the tent. And I'm giving some thought now to cooking a brat, maybe 2. And may go outside and take a look here in a little bit, see exactly what has happened. I have my doubts whether this storm lives up to the billings that we've heard all week, but who knows. Still got a few hours before it's supposed to end. I decided to break out the old 2-meter ham radio and tune it to the National Weather Service out of Wakefield, Virginia, to see what's going on. And they're still calling for a significant snowfall between 8 p.m. and midnight tonight, and then it'll slow down some, and then they said it'll be all gone by 6 a.m. and the sun should come out, but it's just going to be bitter cold, so the snow will just hang around. Anyway, I think I'm going to cook me a brat and chill out for a little while and maybe lay back down and set the alarm again. Alright, let's cook us a brat, man. The wind is really starting to pick up again. You hear a lot of icing hitting the side of the tent. The weather's saying that the snow will pick up. Well, you know that wind's blowing if that ham radio is popping out like that. Oh yeah. It's gonna get a little interesting. Subsiding to 3 to 4 feet late in the morning. Dominant period 10 seconds. Can y'all hear all that snow hitting the side of the tent? Yeah, she's coming down good now, guys. We got a broth on the old frying pan there. Oh yeah, that smells good. It's doing some popping of its own. Oh yeah. Still working on that smell-o-vision invention of mine. Tell you what, man, if we could ever make smells come through televisions and computer screens, whoever figures that one out will be rich. Ice pellets are flat hitting that roof now. That is a big broth. I don't think I've ever seen one quite that big. Alright, everybody. I'm not sure how well you can see this, but it is snowing. There's probably not much more than an inch on the ground. So unless this really picks up big time, I think this much talked about storm is not going to produce like they said it would. Well, you can see the condensation on the sides of the tent on the inside here. And it's just this has always been a problem with this particular tent. You're gonna get a lot of moisture, and if you want to go to sleep, you better go ahead and set yourself an alarm, because if not, you would wake up to a frost like we did on that last video. But like I said, so far this storm really has not been, as far as snow totals go, has not been the snowpocalypse that we've been led to believe all week long. But it's, I don't know, what, 8 something at night, and they said that the strongest portion of it would be 9 to noon, or 9 p.m. to midnight. So we'll see. I think I'm gonna put myself a cup of coffee in here shortly. I ate a couple of brats. Really good. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, remember Grandma Prepper? Yeah, I really enjoy using this Wise Owl quilt. Really keeps you warm. I like to use it as a pillow too. And then I have this big Teton sleeping bag, and it is, even as cold as it is right now, it's almost too much. It is really snowing now. You can flat hear it hitting the top of this tent. If you listen real careful, you hear it. Wind's blowing pretty good. We'll go outside here a little bit and see if we can't see anything, but it's probably too dark to see anything, so you hear that wind blowing. Yeah. I'm not sure whether this is snow or ice, man. I wouldn't think snow would make this kind of noise, but geez, man. Hear that snow sliding down the tent. Alright, threw a little coffee on. Tried to lay down for a little while, but it's gotten quite noisy out here. Heard a few things break and pop. Might be in the sticks. It's really picking, the wind's picking up. So, I think I'm gonna stay awake for a while now. Got myself a double shot of coffee up in there. Some of my folders. It's, I'm sure, I don't know whether y'all can hear that or not on the outside of the tent. Oh yeah, she's doing pretty good out there now. Or whatever that is. Snow ice combo. One thing I can say for sure, when you get real windy like this and heavy stuff like snow and stuff, you want to use every possible tie down point you can on your tents. And that's what I did with this one today. And I'm glad I did. It took quite a bit longer to put up than normal. I guess this is a real rare event for coastal Virginia. We just don't get winter weather quite like this. The last one I remember of any significant size was like 2007. And then prior to that was like 1977. So, big gaps in time. You probably hear the stuff sliding off the tent and popping around and stuff. Yeah. Bring y'all back in a few. Come on, coffee. Well, the main part of the snow has arrived. It is really coming down out there right now. And no, I'm not going outside until it chills out, because I've heard a couple of limbs break and other noises that I'm not sure exactly what they were. Sound like maybe some distant trash can or something like that. Skipping on down the road. Hard to say. But you can definitely hear it popping and sliding out there. The wind has dropped off a good bit. But yeah, we got a good bit of condensation inside this tent, but such is life, man, between the heater, the coffee, and me breathing and stuff. Tried to lay down again a little while, but like I said, it's just too much noise out here right now. I want to, concentrate on what's going on around me. There you go, you heard that snow slide down. Yeah, I believe the main part of this snowstorm has definitely arrived now. You hear the snow sliding down the sides of the tent. Like I said, I am so glad that I took the extra time to use all the tie down points and guy them out good. I think I had said earlier that Grandma Prepper had tested positive for COVID, so you guys remember her in her prayers. And gosh, I can't wait till this mess is over with. Last Sunday I got the COVID booster, shot number 3, and the flu shot the same day, one in each arm. I walked around for 2 or 3 days with 2 sore arms. But like I said, I'm so ready for this to be over with. By the time this will end, be something else will pop up. I hear a jet over top of us. It is really doing something. I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't know whether it's ice, snow, or a combination of both. Nothing quite like the sounds of a hot tent and a snowstorm. That's weird, man. It's kind of hard to capture the sounds that you're hearing. You hear a lot of stuff sliding off the tent. Occasionally, like a little small branch or something will snap. Way out in the distance, I can hear more sirens. I guess folks just don't listen, man. When it gets like this, man, just go home, stay home. Oh, you heard a big slider that time. Put myself another thing of coffee on. A slider. Yeah. I tell you what, you want to experience some unusual sounds? Yeah, hot tent in a snowstorm. Oh yeah. You hear that stuff dropping out there. It almost sounds like somebody's walking around, but it's not. It's just snow getting up in a bunch and then it slides off. These slanted roofs here. Definitely got noisy out there though. There we go. That was another good fire going. I think I'm gonna lay down on this cot again here in a few minutes, see whether I can actually chill. With some kind of sounds are almost kind of unnerving. You don't know exactly what it is that you're gonna hear. But I'm warm in here. Plenty to eat. Plenty of coffee, hot chocolate. We got some mashed potatoes, grits if we want it. That's so cool. Well, if anybody ever wanted to know what it sounded like, well, this is it. When y'all get to see this video, turn your volume on nice and loud so you can really hear the sounds. Most of the action's on the south side of the tent, obviously, because the storm is coming from the oh so rare southern direction. That wind is flat picked up again. That snow is really coming down now, guys. Really, really. Every once in a while you get one of these big sliders that sounds like half the tent is let loose all at one time. Stove is really drawing good. There's a lot of snow out there, man. It is flat coming down out there now. Alright guys, this is what it looks like outside. Not a heavy snow, but it's definitely come down a good bit. And this is what all that noise is that we're hearing sliding around. I'd say it's really not much more than an inch. But you can see inside the tent. We're still guided down pretty good. I heard some pops out there. I don't know what that was. Generator maybe? Alright, let's get back up. Well, we got the wind is kind of rocking us around a little bit. Still snowing, sleeting, something. I don't think it's really much more than an inch and a half maybe. So the snowpocalypse thus far really hasn't come true. We've got a lot of noise out there around the tent, around the area. I've heard some pops. I don't know whether power generator, transformer things popping or something like that. Heard a couple of cracks of, you know, some smaller branches, nothing like really significant or anything. But it doing good in the tent. But I believe I'm just gonna sit here and drink some more coffee. Yeah, I laid down a little while. Stove got a little too low, so we woke back up, stoked it up. I think we're sometime after about 9 p.m. now. And it's still snowing some, but not like it was. Every once in a while you get a gust of wind, and still a good bit noisy outside. I've heard a few more pops. I guess they're transformers out in the distance, I don't know. Okay. The wind's not quite as intense. Still sipping here on a cup of coffee number 3. Another burst of snow coming. Got really windy again. There's a lot of sliding going on. You can tell by the camp lights and the motion of the tent, man. It's really starting to pick up now. I think we're probably about 2 inches. Well short of what I figured, but, you know, who knows. Really coming down now here. Guess we're getting ready to go through one of these bands of heavy snow. It is really howling out there. Thought I heard a wreck a little while ago. I guess I did. You hear sirens way out in the distance. Jeez, man. God almighty. Woo! Present temperature is about 26 degrees here. Newport News. About the same in Hampton. And it is snowing. I'm wanting to say it is what? A bit after 9 o'clock, I think. That is so cool. Yeah. A lot of noise out here, guys. A lot of not so smart people. They should have stayed off these darn roads, man. I mean, everything's closed. I don't see where everybody's going to. Everything's closed. Theaters, parks, everything. All the grocery stores in this area close at 9 now because they're having a hard time stocking stuff. So I don't know where all these people are coming from or going. Something really heavy duty hit a few minutes ago. I don't know what it was, but you can hear the results. Whatever hit what? it was a heavy hit. I guess we'll find out in the morning, maybe. It is really, it's kind of like these, like a bunch of little ice pellets flying around. It doesn't feel like snow, man. It's just like little bits of this and bits of that. You hear it builds up on the sides of the tent, the wind blows a little bit, and then it slides right on down. But there've been like a steady stream of noise, bangs, pops, sound like things hitting things, and then sirens. But safe and sound in the tent at the moment. We are 9:45 p.m. So it's been snowing now since what, 5 something? And we really haven't got much above a couple of inches. So it's really gonna have to put a super burst on to accomplish anything that they said. But like I said, this is a place that's not accustomed to getting a lot of snow. So take what we get. Had a nice experience. Got to use the hot tent as it was intended to be used in the snow. Twin Peak, Luxe, another fine job. The 3W titanium stove, beautiful, love it. I was laid down for a little while. I got back up, heard a dog out in the distance. I don't know whose dog it is. Feel sorry for him. Wind is really howling. Still snowing, sleeting something. I don't know, it's about 10 something, I guess. Got the stove restoked. It's just gonna be one of these nights where you're not gonna get a lot of sleep. I had just too much noise. Sirens everywhere, limbs popping, transformers. I know I've heard a couple of things hit a couple of things. But I am warm. Plenty of food. As you can see, got plenty of firewood. I put 4 big stacks of it in here, and I'm just about through stack number 1. But we got plenty. This is the infrared of what is going on in the backyard right now. Right on our property. You can see the tent out here, and you can see the snow. The infrared is really doing a good job of picking it up. All right, everybody. I'd like to thank everybody for spending the night with me. we're running a little low on battery power. I need to invest in myself another battery or two for this Osmo action. But it is about 11 p.m. All is well. It's quieted down some. It's still snowing, icing, something. Anyway. Ooh, how you hear that? Wow. Alright guys, well you take care, man. I'll be posting this video up sometime Saturday. Alright guys, it is, I don't know, what time is it? Coming up on about 11 something? 11:57. Still snowing. Not quite as loud as it was, but it's still snowing. Hopefully everybody's doing good. Alright, man. Outside, looking around. Notice how even during the darkest night, snow makes everything show up. Anyway, I don't believe we got much above 2 inches. You see the sky, and it's right close to tapering off now. Yep. Beautiful. Been a lot of fun. Very noisy. Sound like something really big happened up the road. Alright, let's take a look around this end. We're still died out right decent. It was a really good night. Luxe Twin Peak got her done again. First winter storm I've actually been in it, but it did good. Well, welcome to my winter wonderland. I managed to scurry out of the side door back there, but I get this cleaned up and get this stove reignited and get everything all organized and stuff and whatnot. It's supposed to not even get above freezing today, so but you can see just how pretty it is. The snow is still falling ever so slightly. It is about 7 a.m. It's a really interesting night, to say the least. You can hear snow plows everywhere out in the distances and stuff, but I managed to scurry out of the side door over there. But we get the rest of this tank cleaned up. Well, we're all cleaned off and everything, and we got a fire going. And I'll tell you what, man, if I definitely learned a lesson to invest money in a cap for your chimney. That the pipe was completely full of snow and frozen water, so definitely spend the extra few bucks to get the end cap for this thing. Creates a little roof on it. And the other thing I learned is your sleep system. You want to make sure you have a decent mattress if you're going to be on a cot or anything like that, or even on the ground. You definitely you know, want to create a cushion between you and the cold air. But this was a good test run. Like I said, we don't get snow very often here in this part of the United States, and I'm thinking about 4, maybe 5 inches at the most. You can probably hear all sorts of snow plows out in the distance on all these back roads over on the sides and up bigger roads up city there. But it's definitely a beautiful sight. I've heard a few pops and bangs. I think we might have had a couple of limbs come down back down here on the back road back there. But the snow has ended now. But it's not supposed to get above freezing today. So this stuff isn't going to really go anywhere. Really pretty though. Just enough to be interesting. Got the tent pretty much cleared off. Surprising that the solar lights managed to still have enough juice to run. But prior to this, it's been sunny for, 4 straight days, so I guess we did pretty good in that regard. It's been a lot of fun.